So here comes McIver and the offense. McIver rolling to his right, looking downfield, 50-50, ball is caught, one-handed catch, K.D. Hutchinson down the sideline, touchdown! Hello everyone, let's have some fun. Jesse O alongside the great Terry Obie. All right, Terry, so let's start with the home team first. McIver was humming last week. What did you see in his debut?
You know, really incredible. I mean, he came out there, was a commander on an offense like this.
And bang, here we go. We are off on Saturday night, as that one will be a touchback. The Hilltoppers offense will come out onto the field led by who else but Maverick McIver. He comes into a program that's famous for high-powered quarterbacks. You had Bailey Zappi in 2021, and then you also saw Austin Reed from 2022 and the 2023 season.
You know what? You got a Zappy. We call him, he was the Zap Band. So I hope, you know what, McIver is going to try to set his own name and make his name for tonight. And the way they're starting off in double-doubles, they try to get the ball out pretty quick.
The man in motion was Mack, and they'll give it off to the tailback Parrish, who goes over to the right side, maybe for 1 yard of a gain, and that'll bring up second down. Parrish, the freshman out of Valdosta, Georgia, ran for 928 rush yards and 21 touchdowns in his senior season.
Yeah, great job on that defensive line there to hold him up, but see what they're going to do, and they got to be stout the entire game, North Alabama does.
2nd and 9, McIver to throw for his first time, out to the left side. Barry's got his first reception of the contest as he makes it across the 30-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd and short.
Really good hands by Barry. I mean, catching the ball with his hands and getting upfield. And when you put that in situations like 3rd and 1, it's manageable. If you can do that, you can be as consistent the entire game.
This offense converted 58% of their third downs against Sam Houston last Saturday. McIver to throw for his second time. Saw some pressure, almost intercepted over the middle. He threw it over the top, and Fred Villey got a hand on it for North Alabama, and now our first man down here. So Cole Maynard, the Conference USA Special Teams Player of the Week. He averaged 50 yards per punt last week. And back to receive is Justin Pegues. And he'll wave for a fair catch, and he drops it! Western Kentucky might have a chance. And they do. They get it right back inside the 15-yard line.
Huge play there, man, but that was all about that punt.
Dave Harrod out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, was the one to fall on top of it. And like they always say, if you can't throw it, you might as well kick it for a first down.
North Alabama's playing pretty well right here. They've been pretty stout.
McIver to throw again in this air raid offense. Pass cut just short of the goal line. That's his tight end, Noah Myers, getting involved. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. McIver will hand it off to Hart, the third, and he will fall into the end zone for the touchdown. Hilltoppers score first from the 2.
Very good execution by that offensive line. Looked like WKU is going to bring some heat there. So it's going to be one-on-one with these corners. Option.
5-man rush, option it over to the near side. Space to go. Juice Allen. It's 1st and goal now from about the 8. Jabari Hill has also done a great job in coverage. Parrish knocked down in the backfield. That's his 2nd run for a loss.
And really right now, North Alabama is really winning the line of scrimmage right now. And that's really a surprise for them because they're very physical up front. They are hitting them in the backfield. And that's very difficult for going against a defense, an offense like this.
And we were talking to the offensive coordinator earlier in the week, Rick Bowie, and he said that the offensive line was the unsung hero on the team. He said they were playing like a unit from what they saw in that Week 0 game. On the fade to the corner. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Musa Berry there. Patu on their first drive, by the way, quietly 4 for 5 for 22 yards.
I mean, they're doing a great job. Even the offensive line, I mean, they're really handling themselves right now. Being the underdog, they came out to play today.
On the end around, here's KJ Fields. Gets up past the 30-yard line. And that's good for a first down to move the chains. Patu on the play action. He's going to throw down the middle of the field again into no man's land and almost intercepted. 2 Hilltoppers were there. Jalen Lewis had his hands on it, and I don't know what happened, but you know what's interesting? We were talking to defensive coordinator Coach Merritt earlier in the week, and he said that he's an uncanny ability to play the ball in the open part of the field. He's like a receiver playing defensive back, and he just missed that one. McIver humming now, and George Hart III plowing his way through a couple of defenders before he falls forward past the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9.
This is crazy. Now you got offensive linemen spread in a receiver position. It's flanked out right.
And you hope he declared as eligible. Patu through the middle of the pack over towards the flat. Getting close to the 40-yard line, still short of first down yardage. Has about 3 yards to go, and 3rd down coming up. The reigning Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week in Maverick McIver comes back out onto the field to lead this offense. 6 for 9 so far for 61 yards and a touchdown.
Great pass right there, getting that ball out real quick. Now it's time to go deep.
McIver floating it, incomplete. Tried to get Musa Berry on that go route. 4th down, and they're going for it the first time that they've gone for it on 4th down in this ball game. McIver to throw it. Over the middle, caught! Jairus Mack finds the end zone! And out there to kick this one away is Jack Cassidy, by the way, from Northern Ireland, and literally had never kicked in an American football game until the game against Sam Houston last week when he went 8 for 8 on touchbacks. They were looking to see if actually Patu shoveled it forward, in which case that would have been a pass.
Okay, yeah, they're trying to see make the difference with that, but
because if he hands it off to the side, it's a lateral. If he goes forward, it's a pass. What'd you see?
It's kind of hard, very fast, hard to tell on that.
So here comes McIver and the offense. McIver rolling to his right, looking downfield, 50-50, ball is caught, one-handed catch, K.D. Hutchinson down the sideline, touchdown! A 78-yard touchdown reception for the junior. You know what's funny? When we were talking to him, he told us that his biggest unknown was McIver. He said he was the unknown going into Sam Houston, and he came out thinking, you know what? He's a quality football player. That's what he said on our call.
Absolutely.
Like, he's a little bit more than a quality football player, Coach, as he passes over to Marvis Parrish, who's got the first down and then some.
So we got to be careful of them getting that ball out with some type of trick play.
On the trick play, over to the near side. The dive for the end zone. K.D. Hutchinson in there for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Jairus Mack in motion. They'll give it to Wright. He runs to the right. He's blown up on the right.
But it may change because they are 42-6. Let's see what happens.
3 receivers over on the right side on this one. And now Hart the 3rd in motion. McIver has been living in the middle of the field this ball game, and now his pass is caught. Kelby Williams, the senior out of Houston, Texas, at Old Dominion last year, 52 yards and a touchdown in 7 games. Was at Old Dominion the last 2 years, and he transferred over from Trinity Valley Community College. 3 receptions last week for 25 yards.
He's got to get out of this play because North Alabama is coming right now. Get the ball out quick.
North Alabama brings 7, and what better way to break up a blitz than a quick slant to your main man, K.D. Hutchinson, for a first down. Nothing more beautiful than a college football game on a Saturday night here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And we'll take a look at Maverick McIver's stat line because we assume he'll be done tonight. A 77% completion percentage and 213.3 is his quarterback rating. Now through 2 games of the season, he has thrown for over 700 yards. Tisdale Jr. is the quarterback here at the start of the 4th quarter. Now in motion, Sims is going to walk into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. Yeah, Coach Dearman has been at 7 different schools in 7 years and finally lands his dream head coaching job here as Sanders takes the ball up to the 27-yard line, 2nd down and 8 to go. By the way, Dearman also has employed 2 Hall of Famers on the coaching staff at UNA. 7 touchdowns have been scored in this game, all by the Hilltoppers. So talk about a home field advantage. It has been helping them out immensely in these first 2 games. The first one in week 0 against Sam Houston, they won 41-24. And they have a 49-point lead here tonight. Who would be your player of the game?
This has been one-sided, but I would think MacGyver, he had an incredible game tonight.
I'm going to give it to Katie Hutchinson. 5 receptions for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns, and his play might be on SportsCenter later tonight. Terry, it was a pleasure.
Man, such a pleasure
Let's
tonight.
do this again soon, hopefully.
No, Jesse was great, man. It's unbelievable.
That'll do it for us for Dr. Terry Obi. Next to me, I'm Jesse O, saying so long from Houchin Stadium, where Western Kentucky wins 55-6 and now improves to 2-0 on the season after a Week 1 victory over North Alabama. To watch this entire game on replay, as well as other games on the ESPN networks, download the ESPN app. Good night, everyone, from Bowling Green.